Hey, this is Brad. You know me, and if you don't, you should get to know me because we have some really cool videos. We have a cool website. We do a lot of fun stuff, and you know, it's just two goofy guys in a camera. Right now, you know, I'm gonna pick this up off of there, and what we did is, you know, I found this. It's an 88-cent. Okay, it's probably a lost leader item that was on the end of an aisle that was on a hook. Normally they're $3.88. They were on sale for 88 cents. And so I thought, okay, let's look at an 88-cent knife from Walmart, you know, and kind of go like I did with one of the other Walmart knives, and it's OZARK Trail. It's a 6.5-inch knife, and I'll tell you right now, that's, you know, that's from the tip of the handle to the tip of the point. It is a serrated edge blade. They do send it with a covering over the tip itself, so if you happen to do something there on the plastic, you still don't get hurt. So let's tear it open, or actually that's really rigid. Let me get in here. Okay. Oh, that isn't the one I was expecting. This is too funny. I'm actually carrying, got to be 3 things in there. Here's something that we're going to do in a little bit. I'll show you something there. And okay, this is just a little bit weird because the knife I was expecting isn't actually in my pocket. So let's do this one, and let's just I guess cut the plastic open. It is a very hard, durable, tough plastic, and we'll just go right on around here. I've not really gotten cut. I've come close, but that plastic, when you do this to it, that's hard wood. It's sharp enough to cut you. I mean, those edges on there, if you go in this way, it really bites your skin. So I'm sure it would cut you if you screwed up and did it the wrong way. So OZARK Trail, Walmart, 88 cents, normally $3.88. You know, it feels like a pretty good little, I'll just hold still. You can kind of take a look at it. Okay. And so let's take the protective little plastic off of there and feel. It actually bites pretty good. Let's do this. Okay, that's really taking the thumbnail off. Seriously taking the thumbnail off. All right, I know those points are just crazy darn sharp. What would kind of, oh. I've never actually cut, my skin is pretty tough. Old guy, I don't do too much anymore, but I still have some calluses, you know, on my hands, and my skin is actually kind of tough. So we go back to the our old faithful Denver magazine. We tear out a page, okay, and I'm actually going to make this a little smaller so the wind doesn't mess with me too much. Take the paper, okay, cup it. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to teach you everything. I have nothing to hide. I teach you how to cut paper. Okay, my thumb is causing an indentation this way, and that's between my fingers over here. That makes this paper just ever so slightly a little bit rigid, not much. All right, so we're gonna take this, God almighty. So a lot of times I'll kind of start into it, drag it towards me, tip it down, head towards the radius, because the further I get down from here on the radius, the better it cuts. All right, and like I said, I have nothing to hide. I'll teach you every little trick I know about cutting paper, and I know a lot, and how to make knives look sharp, not look sharp if I chose to. So we come up here and we just start into it, and we just slide it right on down. I come down here, out on the tip. Even if your knife is sharp, if you don't know how to get that knife to catch that paper, you're not going to do it. You'll notice that it's sort of parallel. It comes up a little bit, and I'll cut into it, turn, and go right on around. I do the same thing here, do it there. Even as flimsy as that paper is, I'm still cutting it, and I'll see if I can do it one more. Oh, come on. Nope. There it went. Cut it off. So just a little lesson on how to cut paper. You know, people say I sharpen my knife with your sharpener, it won't slice paper. Bad sharpener. It's not working. Quite frankly, you probably have no idea how to cut paper. You think that a knife is just, I see people in there and, oh, shit. I didn't think that would happen. All right. I really didn't think that would happen. I thought it would just kind of hack, you know. Oop, that knife is actually kind of sharp. So let's do a little bit of work on it, and let's grab one of these here. All right, this is called the long handle. All right, it's just the long handle with the two. It's got the drag through, it's got the pull through, it's got the open face on the other side. Tungsten carbide, 90-degree corners. The little tiny carbides are just 90-degree corners, identical to this one. Okay, this is flat on the top. Now that would be flat, this would be flat. So if you take the flat, there, those two are 90-degree corners. All right, so it's the 90-degree corner that we would put up here like this. Don't push too hard on it, you get it set. 10-degree bevel up, and I'll do it this way. That would be parallel across the blade. That would be approximately 10 degrees right there. Turn it a little bit and begin brushing the blade, just like this. Don't press too hard, let it work, don't work, make it work. Turn it, go right on around, right out towards the point, and you can hear it. Okay, turn it over and do the same thing. Right out here towards the point, come back this way, out this way. Now we're going to show you what it would take to sharpen the serrated edge holes. There's a back side, the round, and the front side. Okay, you set it down in back and you slide it to the front. You set it down in the back, let it follow the contour of the grind. Don't push too hard, don't pick it up too far. Now another thing that's important is I actually get my left thumb anchored to the knife. My left thumb is pointed up in the air. I put my right thumb under my left thumb, and now I can just rock back and forth like this. I'll go down in there and I'll just do this. I'll do the little points, go back down through the round, set it down left, slide it right, do the points, back to the left, slide it up to the right like that, do the points, touch it on the left side, slide it up to the right side. And then I'll just do this on the back. I keep it as flat as I can across there. That takes the little burrs off. And then I polish the blade by touching as light as I can, about 10 times each side. That takes the wire edge off the blade. Now, if I'm doing a good job, it'll still cut. If it doesn't cut as good, then I didn't do as good a job, okay? And so we see there's no difficulty whatsoever for this knife to cut, and we're going to get it to cut clear out there. We come down here, come down there, and one more, cut the corner off, and one more time, and one more time. So when I say one more time, one more time, one more time, I'm going to hold still, and you can actually see the little cut marks where I cut around that corner. So if your knife is really sharp, you can cut around that corner. If it's really sharp, you can also do this. All right, so let's make a circle. I actually want to tear that paper off, but all right, now it's close. So this is what we do. That's better. You cannot cut radiuses with a knife that isn't crazy sharp, so turn it around. All right, that's as close to a circle as I want to mess with right now. If you can take your knife, cut a radius like that, it's pretty sharp. Do that with sharpensbest.com, that's a good deal. This is Brad Buckner. Walmart, 88-cent knife, $3.88 normal. I don't know if we're selling them on our website or not. It's just it's the OZARK trail. Just wanted to show you something. What's an 88-cent knife like? Okay, I don't know. Let's let's do this. And that wood is, I don't know what that wood is. It might be mesquite. But boy, is it hard. And if we don't quit after a little while, we're going to have all the neighborhood woodpeckers over here. But this should be difficult on the cutting. Oops, here's one, a piece of wood, just like this. I know, where's my safety glasses? All right, and we're going to turn it a little bit, peck on it. We're going to get up here, tip it up. You can see now I'm going to hit the tip, the point of the blade, like that, back down here on the radius. Okay, that's harder on it than paper, I'm quite sure. So let's go back to, I said if they're sharp, you can cut radiuses. Okay. that's sharp. All right, we'll come back here. All right, take that little point off. Okay, that's good enough for a radius. All right, there you go. Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com, another Walmart knife.